Hey everyone! Today we're going to do the trend of turning our eyes into different eye shapes. So doe eyes, puppy eyes, siren eyes, you get the gist. Now we all have different eye shapes, so the one that you may try and think looks good, it may not look as good as you think. I have slightly bigger eyes, I think, than average, so I think doe would look best on me when I might struggle at doing a siren because my eyes are naturally bigger, especially here, when sirens are more sleek. Anyway, let's get into the first one, which is the doe eyes. Here we are, fresh face, no mascara, scary, I know. And we're just going to start off with this torture machine, an eyelash curler. Trust me, it's not as scary as they look, and no matter if you have like long luscious lashes or like little short stubby ones, you can use this, and this will help. I definitely suggest using this, especially if you are on the shorter side of lashes. This will make a huge difference. But because I want a really big curl for doe eyes, I'm going to start by heating this up in a hairdryer. Now, you don't need to do this for very long because mine's made of metal. It's going to become hot very quickly, and when it becomes hot, and obviously, if you touch your eyelid on like this little piece, you will get burnt. So just be careful how hot you get it, and just be careful when placing it on your actual lash. So my lash color is now pretty hot, but not hot enough that it will like completely burn off my lashes. And we're gonna open it so the curved side is facing out. If you've never used one of these before, I'm gonna give like a really good thing because I know that they are scary. And you're gonna just place it over your eye. And if it's hot, like I said, be careful. I'm just gonna place it over. And see that? See how my lashes are in the like grippy bit? And then we're just gonna hold the, I know it's terrifying. We're gonna hold the tweezer up. Make sure when you blink, you're not squeezing down on this because you will just rip out all of your lashes. What we're gonna do is we're gonna hold this up and squeeze. I'm looking at myself, I look so scary. Slowly open it and release. And then we've got a little bit of a lift. Okay, now the lashes are nice and curled, we are going to need a pair of tweezers. It's a loud motorbike. Okay, I'm gonna use this number 7, 1 intense volume, and we're just gonna do one eye at a time because we want to tweeze some of the lashes together before the mascara sets. First, we're just going to naturally coat the lashes. So I should be looking in my mirror for this. Sorry about my face when I do mascara. I think it's just a universal thing to make a weird face when you're doing mascara. Okay, so I've got my mascara on, and then while it's still wet, I'm grabbing a different one. Now this is, as you can see by the heads of the mascara, this one's slightly different. This one's got more of a curve on the head, and I'm just gonna apply a second coat very quickly. And just make sure you're getting the roots and the tips of your lashes. Like so. We're grabbing our tweezers, and this is the precise bit, so I would say get a small mirror like I've got to do this, and we're gonna get the blunt side of these tweezers, so not this pointy side. Actually, yes, sorry, the pointy side we're gonna get for the tweezers. And we're going to tweeze about every 2 lashes together, but we're going to start like over in this direction and move our way to the out. Sorry if the view is bad, you guys. So just grab the lashes in the tweezer and press them together. So right now we are looking like this. Going to apply one more coat of mascara and then tweeze it one more time. And this time we're going to be slightly heavier with our hand so that more mascara is on our lashes. Grabbing our tweezers and doing the same thing again. There we are. Now we're going to do that exact same thing on this side of our eye, and then I'll see you back after that. Now, of course, we can't do the top lashes without doing our bottom lashes, and so we're just doing the same exact thing. Mascara on the bottom. I'm not sure if I'm going to tweeze the ones on the bottom though, just because I don't have as many as on the top. just like that. And we got our little bottom ones and our top ones done. Now I'm gonna go do this on the other side, and then we're gonna skip to the eyeshadow. Okay, let's do eyeshadow. And I never normally do eyeshadow. Well, I do. I use bronzer. I use this bronzer and I just messily brush it on my lids. But we are going to grab 2 shades, but I'm just gonna use the same brush because I'm just gonna use one side for this light shade. This is a very old palette, as you can tell. But I'm just going to use a shade that's almost like the color of my skin, like here. And then a very slightly like light brown shade to go on the outside. And so I'm just gonna make sure it doesn't get on your clothes. Tap, tap, tap. And then this is gonna go on the inside of our eyelid. Oh my gosh. This thing has a strong smell. Now I'm grabbing this brown shade. There we go. It's on my brush. And then this, almost see how I've got like a shadow here? It almost already looks like I've got brown hair. That's where we're going to be putting it. We're going to be putting it here and here. But I'm going to really make sure that this is not going to be harsh on my eyelid. And I'm just going to apply this, almost on like the brow bone. And then here. And then I'm going to go on the inside of my eye and follow it out. That's the eyeshadow done. So I'm going to go do this on this side and I will see you back after that. Now use a pencil, use a liquid. It does not really matter. I like a pencil because it's more like natural looking. I've got brown. I mean, this is actually an eyebrow pencil, but I use that as an eyeliner. So we are going to create our wing. It's up to you if you use brown or black. What we're going to do is we are going to draw just like almost like a triangle from our eye out. So we're not going to have a massive huge flip because when I think of doe eyes, I think of something that looks natural. I see a lot of people do doe eyes with like massive flicks, but I think a lot of girls that want to do doe eyes want it to look cute and natural. See how this is the top of my eyelid? I'm going to draw a line out from this top of the eyelid, okay? See? That's my line. I'm going to draw a line from here, the bottom of my lashes, and I'm just going to move it up just until it meets that brown line. And let's just fill it in the middle. And there's our little lash. I mean, there's our little lash eyeliner. There we go. It's very subtle difference, but it just makes it cute. You know, you get me? Also with your eyeliner, we are going to make a very small line on the lower lash line. Connect it up to that eyeliner. Just like that. So I'm gonna go do this on this other side. So I will see you back after I have done this eye. Now this is like one of my favorite parts. It's the highlighting part. The highlight, I got Charlotte Tilbury. So what I'm gonna do is I am just gonna get a tiny bit of highlight on my pinky. You can use a brush. I'm just gonna use my pinky. I squeezed a little bit too much out the other day, so I literally just need a tiny amount. And our inner corner is where we're going to be placing this highlight. And so we're just going to lightly press it into our eye, just like that. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. And then we can also place this up here. That's all we need to do. And then I'm going to do the same on this inner corner on this side. And then we will move on to the next step. So our next step is we're going to add on even more mascara onto these lashes again, and then we're going to add on falsies. And then let's do this on the other side. Ow. And just be as kind of like rough as you want, just to make sure that all of the mascara gets on there. Oh my gosh, there's a spider crawling towards my camera in midair. Come here. Where's he gone? I don't know where he's gone. Oh, he ran away. I'm just going to brighten up my eyes with a little bit of concealer underneath. So I just got this really old one because I don't normally use concealer. I just kind of have dark under eyes. Doesn't really bother me, but just to make them look a little bit more bright for today, I'm going to use this concealer. This is the Maybelline one. My lashes that I use, I love them a lot. I've got them so many times. It's the wispy ones. I have lost a couple. I'm pretty bad at putting them back. So there's the long ones, which I used to use, but now I use medium, as I actually prefer the medium. And literally, doing lashes is so easy. It's all about the hands, I think. It's the same as doing a braid. Today I'm actually going to use the short ones, as I don't want it to look like a cat's eye. I just want to add some more like lashes into my actual eyelash. I've just got it in my fingers and then opening up the glue and applying a very thin strip on the black bit. And I'm going to start off with doing this eye, which is my harder eye to do. Now you're going to want to use a mirror, trust me. And I literally hold my mirror slightly above, and using our eyeliner, we're going to use this as a guide on where to place the lashes. So I'm going to place them right here, just to help fill in any like sparse areas. We're going to wait for the lashes to go slightly clear, which it has now become, and I'm going to add this onto my lash line. Let's do the same on this other side. That's it. That's the doe eyes done. So as you can see, I've got a bare face again, and this time we're going to do puppy eyes. So we're going to start off the same as last time by curling the lashes. So instead of starting off with mascara for puppy eyes, I'm going to start off with the eyeliner. And I'm just going to use this black one this time, so it's a little bit more easier for me to do. And we are going to be drawing a bigger wing. And so we're just going to come up to the eye, and we're going to make a downturned line. And then we're going to connect it into our lash line. Remember to blink. And then fill in that gap in the middle. And then I'm just going to fill it up here as well. Just like this. And then we have like a little downturn bit. Just going to slightly fix it up. Now I'm going to do this on this side, and I'll see you once I'm finished. Now that my eyes are all done, I'm going to take my brown eyeshadow again, the same one that I just used for the last one, and we're going to put this not on the eyelids, but on our lower lash line. And then I'm also taking it up and onto my eyelid, but not into this upper part of the eye, just on the eyelid only. I'm going to take a slightly darker shade of brown, so that's going to be my bronzer. And I'm just going to connect this black line further into my lash line. And then as you can see from a distance, it looks like you've got a wider bit here, which is good. Now I'm just going in underneath and filling that in with black as well. And there is one side of our puppy eye done. I'm going to go and do the same on this side. I have gone and done the same on this other side, and we are now going to curl the lashes, but we aren't going to curl them as much as we did for the doe, because puppy eyes are all about looking kind of downturned, and so we don't want that much of a lift. I'm just going to do it very slightly. I'm going to focus on the ends, curling them up. On this side, on the ends, curling them up. Like that. Now, for puppy eyes, we're going to do a very thin coat of mascara. We're not going to build it up. And then, I'm doing the same on the bottom. I'm going to take my eyeliner and do the middle. That's one puppy eye done, and now we're going to do this other side. You can add in dark eyeshadow, you can add in highlight, it's up to you, but for the natural puppy eyes, this is what they're like. Next we're going to go on to the sultry siren eyes. For this one, the eyes become very sleek, The doe eyes was very wide, and so was the puppy eyes. Siren eyes are the opposite. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is highlight, and I'm going to put this up here and then pull it towards the back of my head. And I've also got a little bit on my pinky, and I'm going to put this on the inner corner, but I'm going to kind of push it into the eye. As you can see, I've already started the siren eye on this side, but what we're going to do is we're going to take our black liner and we're going to make a sleek line coming out from here. And then just as you get near the ends, do it a little bit finer, and then literally just grab your nail or your finger and do that. And just pull it to the back of your head and then clean it up a little bit. And then we're going to connect this line to my eye and then to my waterline. So we have like this kind of shape, and then I'm just going to slightly make it a bit thicker. And there we go. Now the line is nice and sleek. And then I'm going to follow this and then put it down here, like that. So that's the first part of our line, and then we add more to it after this bit. So I've now grabbed a thinner pencil. I do think using black eyeliner would be much better for this. We're coming up close, and we're going to use this more precise one. And I'm going to take this liner and make a sharp line out of this little thin pencil. Now we're grabbing the black liner again, and this time we're going to cover our whole waterline with this. And then I'm going to fill in this inner corner a little bit more. And then I'm going to thicken it up here because of my wide eyes. Thickening it up help it look smaller. And then I'm going to slightly blend this into my lower lash line, like that. Now, I'm going to really give this a good kind of like long press on my waterline. So I've done both eyes, and now we're going to move on to adding eyeshadow and concealer. So I'm going to use the same brown again, and this time we're going to be messy. We don't have to be precise with it. We just need to put it onto our eyelid and then up here. And I'm going to grab my brush, blend this in. I'm taking brown again and putting it underneath. And then I'm going to do it one more time on my eyelid. Blend, 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 blend. Now we're going to do the cleanup process. And so I'm going to go and put a little bit of concealer right there. Swipe this back so that I have a stronger line, as you can see. Okay, so now that both eyes are done, I'm now going to add lashes. I'm going to add the long one, the 12mm. As always, we curl. I'm going to use my thicker mascara and just do a very fine layer, and we're going to be pushing these lashes as far as we can out. We are not going to add any mascara to this bottom lashes because that will make our eye look bigger. Okay, here is our siren eyes. As you can see, it's a lot smaller than the doe and the puppy, and by not adding mascara on our bottom lashes, it definitely helps make them look smaller. I still say I struggle to make my eyes look smaller, but I'm sure when I watch it back, there'll definitely be a difference. The siren. You may not be able to tell, but my eyes are a little bit irritated from doing all of the scrubbing. Oh my gosh, the siren eyes took so long to take off. So I thought for this next one, why don't I keep it nice and easy on my eyes and do something that people that may not be able to wear makeup or may have a strict school could do so they at least feel a bit more confident. I understand the feeling of putting mascara on and then being like, okay, time to go out and rock the world. We aren't even going to use mascara, but we're still going to have our eyelashes lifted, and I'll show you how. But first, we're going to grab a very light brown, and as you can see, this is me with no makeup on. You see this brown line? That's my normal lash line. No matter how much someone may tell you to scrub all your makeup off, this will not come off. And so we're going to use the same shade as this to make this just more filled in so our lashes look thicker. Don't do a wing yet. We're now going to do the same on the bottom, but very lightly. Now I'm going to connect this up a tinsy bit. And there's this side filled in, and there's this side without being filled in. Now we're not going to leave it here. You can do a slightly darker filling in line if you fancy it. You can bring it down to the bottom. I'm just going to keep it from here to here so that my eyes still look nice and big and open, if that's what you want. If you want them to look more closed, then do this filling it in all the way around, like we did with the siren eyes. So that's kind of opened up my eye a little bit, and I'm going to do it on this side. Now we are going to use a concealer, but if you use a little dot, nobody will be able to tell. Okay, and we're going to use this concealer right underneath the eyes, just so that they look more awake, because if we aren't going to have like loads of mascara on and make our eyes look really big, the best thing we can do is make them look big and bright. So now my eyes are looking nice and big, and we literally doesn't look like we've done anything to them, but we've done so many like little small steps that it makes them look like this. But now we're going to get into the main part, and this time we're going to do pulses instead of like lifts. I'm going to get my eyelashes onto this, and what we're going to do is we're going to go squeeze, 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 and then squeeze, 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 and release. And then we're going to go to the tops and just get those little bits at the top, and we're going to go squeeze, 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 squeeze. And there's our lashes, but we've still got one more thing to do to them. So for this step, we're grabbing some Vaseline. I've literally just got a tiny little bit on my nail, and I'm going to put it on both sides of this curved piece of our eyelash curler. I'm simply going to do the same movements with this curler I just did with my lashes. So pulse, 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 release, and then going up to the tips, pulse, 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 pulse. Now I would just grab a little bit of tissue and wipe away any that's on your eyelid. I'm going to put a tiny little bit of highlight into the inner corner of my eye. I am definitely going to pat that out with my finger to make sure that it is all blended and it is unrecognizable. It just adds a little something into the eye. Would you say I have anything on my eyes right now? Would you guess? Would you think I have eyeliner? No, you wouldn't. I think it just looks really nice and natural, and nobody will be able to tell that you've got anything on your eyes. Anyway, that is all for today's video. If you liked it, please leave a like, a subscribe, and a comment to let me know that I should do more of these kind of videos, as it really helps me out to let me know what you guys like the most and prefer. Which one was your favorite? I think mine's either this one or the doe eyes, which is what I do normally. Anyway, with that, I will see you all for the next one. Bye!